Hi everyone, I am Katha and welcome to my channel AamaarKatha. For those who are wondering, AamaarKatha translates to my story in Bengali, and that is exactly what I'm here for. No, it is a big lie from what my history suggests. But I'll try to connect with you with my stories. That's one thing that I can do. This is the first time in the history of this channel I have done something according to the channel's name. You can say that. The concept of this video is going to be like chat over a drink, just like two friends. And I have my drink ready here. I don't know how I can show it to you. It is tea. And with tea, I'll have this. Nice. You should also grab your drink before you watch or before you dive into this video.
Before we begin, let me clear who this video is for. So if you're someone who likes to listen to podcasts or enjoys when people share their personal stories and maybe enjoy others' culture, or simply just want to unwind your self with a laid back chat, so this is the right place.
Let's take a sip of my chai. So today I wanted to take you all on a journey through my experiences of Durga Puja. I'm almost 25 years old, so I had my fair share of experiences that I would love to share them with you. I might turn this screen into sepia mode because we are rewinding to my teenage years. I spent my teenage years in North India, and growing up in North, we had our unique way of celebrating Durga Puja, or we can say we had more North Indian touch, like all throughout the 9 days. I remember we used to have an earthen pot where we used to grow jawar or grass, and we used to have Akhand Jyot Ghee, that is the eternal flame for the 9 days, and I was in charge of putting water every morning and evening whenever I felt like, just to ensure that there is enough moisture in the grass. I mean, not in the grass, but in the soil where we are growing the grass. And we used to be very attentive towards the Khand Jyot also, so that it never, goes off. So these rituals were quite special to us, for sure. Now here is a fun fact about celebrating Durga Puja. So we celebrate the welcoming of Durga Ma and her children home, which usually means indulging in all kinds of foods during this period. However, we refrain from eating non-veg during these days. When we stay at one place, we try to, absorb the culture where we are. So eating non-veg during that time seemed to be a bit uncomfortable for others. So that's why we also didn't eat non-veg at all. Me and my family were associated with Bengali Association, and in the community center we used to have a small Gharwa Bengali Durga Puja for 4 or 5 days, which used to start in Shashti and used to last for the 4 days: Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, and on Dasera, that is Dashami, there used to be Visarjan. I don't know the English term for Visarjan. I will put it here maybe. So depending on the tithi, every ritual was performed, but to be honest, just because in our home, we used to have our way of celebrating back then. Me and my family personally never got involved in the hardcore rituals, and even now, I don't think I am that religious. I'm more inclined towards spirituality, but that's something we can talk about maybe in the next video. So yeah, instead of participating in the, we used to have a small group of friends and we used to have a very good time, because those 4 days were probably the only days we used to meet from around 11 a.m. to 3 to 4, and then back in the evening we used to come at around 6, 7 and stay up till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. And we would discuss stories about Durga Ma, about other gods. Sometimes we used to gossip about our lives, and sometimes even discuss about studies. It was a carefree time filled with laughter and lots of memories. In the afternoon, there used to be mini competitions like sports, sometimes drawing competition, painting competition, and evenings were reserved for cultural events like singing, dancing. Sometimes it used to turn into a competition. Okay, but yeah, there used to be Dhunuchi dance also. How can I forget? Overall, it was a wholesome experience with all the Bengalis coming together and people who liked Bengali culture, because the participation and the enthusiasm used to create a beautiful community gathering. And yeah, it was like a feeling that we would want to experience every year. So that's how I spent my teenage time during Durga Puja. Okay, now let's shift gears to how I celebrate Durga Puja now. We live in Central East. I have my home there. The biggest shift that I experienced is that from celebrating in a small Bengali community where people used to come and gather together at one place, here Durga Puja is celebrated in each and every sector, and that too in a very large scale. Not like how it is celebrated in Kolkata or West Bengal in general, but yeah, from where I grew up to where I've come, it is celebrated in a bigger way and in every sector. However, my family and I have a different way of celebrating Durga Puja. In 2017, we launched our food business, and that completely transformed our Durga Puja experience. It all kicked off during that time of the festival with a small stall of about 10 by 6, and we sold dal puri, aloo dum and vegetable chop. And although it was a simple, humble start, but it brought people together in very unexpected ways. Even though we started simple, our customers were curious about how they could reach out to us and or where the outlet was located. But we didn't have a concrete answer to that. The only thing that we had was a flyer that I designed using Canva. I don't know if I have it up in the Canva cloud. I will show it here. Other than that, we were verbally saying the customers that we are very new to this field and we are open to take small party orders. But that sparked our interest, and by Diwali, we were able to rent a small shop, and it almost felt like everything aligned. and we are meant to do this. So by the end of 2017, we had our shop up and running, and this is how we spend our Durga Puja now, by putting stall. It is not a small stall anymore, it is somewhat bigger, but it not only helps in promoting our business but also helps in socializing with both new and old customers. And we are extremely grateful to our customers, because without their love and support, we wouldn't be here. I plan to share this with our loyal customers for sure, because they not only helped us grow as a business, but also they helped me become a better communicator. And that skill that I've developed because of communicating and talking continuously for the 4 days is paying off now when I'm in my working environment. So during those 4 days, I take charge in the counter, I take orders, and I have to do a lot of calculations. So we can say it is like a yearly crash course in arithmetics for me. I still remember the first year when we started, I had to stand in front of the counter or even go to the other side of the campus to lead the customers to our stalls, and that actually helped in formulating very, very important connections and relationships. And now there are times when I have to politely decline their orders due to overwhelming demand. But I think that's a good problem to have. It can be overwhelming, but it fills me up with pride and joy to see how far we have come. And yes, unlike my teenage days, we do eat non-veg during Durga Puja now, which adds the Bengali touch to the festive spirit. So what's the takeaway from this journey? Life has a way of surprising us. We might start simple, but if we are ready to adapt, beautiful opportunities will definitely arise. So wherever you are during Durga Puja, with your family or somewhere else, celebrate it with an open heart. Connect with people and don't hesitate to take risks. You never know where it might lead you. Thank you for joining me in my story, and I can't wait to share more in the future. So I've justified the name of the channel, AamaarKatha or AamaarKatha, my story.